here, we're gonna make a waypoint called Target Area 1. And we're gonna put in the waypoints here, 37 Sierra. And then it's gonna be Bravo Sierra 29236. Bravo Sierra 29236. Whoops. 29236 and then 84888. Put that in there, confirm the elevation 2710, 2710, cool. And let's get another target area here. Well, I mean, it's pretty clustered, so we'll just engage everything we can see here. Alright, we're gonna hold west out here. We're gonna put an IP at, we'll put roughly this location here, so we'll call that the IP. And then we'll go, well, let's practice doing the offset. So offset from number 2. Offset, I'm gonna put number 2, so there you go. Offset from let me do it like this, it's easier to see for people who are watching.
What would you like me to put in for a flight plan?
Good question. I'll teach you a trick here with the new DCS update. So if you go on the F10 map, do you know how the Grayflag servers work?
Not necessarily.
Okay, no problem. So go to your F10 map, and we are at the bottom of the map, if you can find us.
Yep, I found us.
Okay, so you see how there's a red line and a blue line? Red line is the enemy's front line, blue line is our front line.
Gotcha.
So if you look, zoom into our airfield, King Hussein, but then if you go north past the South Town's FARP, you'll see a dotted blue and red line. That's kind of where the front line really is right now.
Hang on, I'm still looking. So look at our airfield and go north.
Yeah, just go way north, you know, past the South Town's FARP, and go right. You might have to zoom out a bit more until you see the dotted red and blue lines.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Okay, you see the area called West Plains?
Yep.
So that whole area right by the front line, that's kind of where we're gonna prioritize sort of focusing on all that there. So you see the town of Kanaker?
1 second.
It's in the West Plains on the southwest side of it.
What'd you say it was? Sorry, there was like an AI message that popped up.
Kanaker.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Okay. Left Alt and left click once on the center of the town. Do you see a little coordinates pop up come up?
Yep.
Cool. So now if you go back into your cockpit, that will still be there, and you can enter that as a coordinate. If you enter that, we can call that, you know, I call it TA1, which is target area 1, because that's going to be the main sort of place that we're going to be fighting in, or sorry, focused on. We're not fighting in necessarily, but that'll be our really only waypoint right now. Well, the one we have to think about right now.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the nearest airfield. From there, it'll be Ramat David. Probably could actually spawn to Ramat David. Is the distance?
Alright, and I'm trying to remember how to
45.
do this. So you go to the waypoint menu, and then just put in waypoint. Yeah, okay. I see.
Yep, so waypoint menu, waypoint, and then you type in, make sure it's also the grid zone designator is correct. So the line under the elevation on the left side, it should say 37 or whatever it is, 37 Sierra, 36 Sierra, whatever it's got to be. Okay, so I've got my waypoint set. I'm just gonna put in here under target.
Yeah, so mine's 37 Sierra, and then it's WG, so Whiskey Golf 84. So I just leave that in there.
So yeah, ignore the Whiskey Golf 84. That'll always be that. You only really want to worry about the first 3 digits, the 37 Sierra.
Gotcha.
And then you type in the full 10-digit code with the 2 letters, no spaces at all. Okay, I'm set up. So if we look at our TAD here, okay, yep, so this is our target area, this is our waypoint. Yeah, so our IP, then our target area, so we'll be hanging out to the west of that, and then Ramat David as the backup. Cool, that's fine for me for now. So I'm going to change my IP to be a little bit more southwest, so let's go offset. Let's go number 3 here, that's the IP. Oh wait, no, hold on. How do I change the waypoint? Offset. Let's go 240 at 15 miles. See if that's changed it. No, it hasn't. Anyways, that's okay. We'll just know we're 15 miles out to the southwest.
And then how do I name it again?
So, type the whatever you want to call it in the text box, and on the right you see where it says a question mark, and it should say like question mark number 2. That means to create the waypoint. That'll be your second waypoint with the name.
Gotcha.
And then you should see at the top, it should see the top left line should say number 2, like plus or minus 2. And on the right, it should say the name that you put in.
And then I can just go put the flight plan, yeah?
Yep, go back to the flight plan. You can leave the initial point there, initial position. Put in your thing you just put in. And then after the target area that we're going to put down as our 3rd waypoint, or because what we'll do is we won't come back here to land, we'll go somewhere closer. Put in Ramat, R-A-M-A-T. It should be the full name is Ramat David. Okay. I'm set, so green lights.
You said Ramat, R-A... One second. Got it.
Oh, don't forget the chocks.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Oh, don't place them, god damn it.
Copy. Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Wheel chocks are now in place. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Cool. Wheel chocks are removed. Now we're loaded up with some bombs. Sunrise behind us. Bit of a beautiful takeoff today.
Alright. 2 has a green jet.
Alrighty.
Oh, actually, what should I bring for a loadout?
Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. Give me a second.
Alright. 2 has a green jet.
Alrighty. Okay, so Alright, so loadout wise, you want well, what do you want to practice with? What's some things you want to, what are you familiar with? What do you have no idea about?
So basically, like the CCRP is the one, or no, CCIP is the one with just the reticle, right? Like just dumb bombs?
Yeah. CCIP is where you put the reticle on the position because it's the impact point. CCRP is where you just fly straight and drop it. Should have put load symmetrical.
Gotcha. So I know the one with the reticle. I can do guns. I haven't really tried the the unguided like rockets at all, but it seems pretty straightforward as well.
Okay, let's do it. Bring the APKWS, which is the AGRs, and we can practice with that. And we'll do some unguided as well.
So the APQ, what was it?
So in Station 2, or Pylon 2, you go and you look at AG missiles, air-to-ground missiles. They're called the APKWS, Advanced Precision Kill Weapon System.
Give me 1 sec.
Station 2, AG missiles. I gotta remember to fence in because I forgot to fence in last time and I keep doing that.
Okay, that's it.
Alright, bring 300 flares and 180 chaff. You basically just click the space next to the flare dial and it should jump it to the right. Bring about 70% fuel. And then the rest of your loadout, make sure 11 has AIM-9s, 10 has your targeting pod, 1 has your ALQ-184 ECM pod, and then 9 and 3 you can bring, 9 and 3 or 4 and 8, just either side, bring some dumb bombs.
Gotcha. And that'd be like the Mark 82s, right?
Affirm. I'd also recommend whenever you get into jet, especially for Grayflag, you do that before you start up the jet, because it takes a while.
Gotcha.
Alright, let's just give him a chance. He is still pretty new to the A-10, so give him a chance to get sorted. For anyone watching, you see the nose of the A-10 where the gun is? I'm getting, I've ordered, which should be delivering soon, a cup holder, I'm sorry, no, a pencil holder that looks like the barrel of the A-10, which I cannot wait to use. That'll be, yeah, something I'm really excited to have on my desk at work. None of the students will know, but I'll know what it represents. Although I do have a student that knows about the A-10, so I wonder if he'll spot it. Okay. Chill for a bit, no rush at all. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll head out straight to our IP. We'll chill there. We'll get eyes on target here. And see if we can try and practice throwing some APKs out. That's still available. We might be able to actually hit that. I'm gonna put that as a possible sensor of interest. Or what do we call it? Let's call it
What
SA3.
about radio frequencies?
Okay, so are you all set up with the weapons first?
Yep, rearming just completed.
Okay, cool. So what we want to do with radios is, in this server, the way the radios work is, if you press left alt B, the briefing menu will pop up on the left. You'll see all the channels that everyone uses. Now the main ones you have to worry about there is, well, the first one is TACCOM, which is the fourth one down, channel 1 preset, 26775. On there you'll hear people talking a lot when they're firing missiles, when they're talking about things are engaging, and so that's kind of the tactical comms where we hear everything. When we are on the ground and taxiing in and out of runways and taking off, we will use the universal A-10Cii, so it's not like we do on Ellis where we switch between ground and tower. We just use one channel for all the calls, and you just make your regular calls.
Gotcha.
And then we always need to be listening to guard for emergencies. So what I do is I put my middle radio, and I set that to manual, because you know your radios you can do from preset to manual. So the middle radio I do manual, and that one I just leave it on 243, because that's guard, and I just don't touch that middle radio. Did you just join? I think I just saw you tune onto it.
Yep.
Cool, so I just leave it on there. Then my ARC 210, I manually set it to 129.4. So that's the A-10Cii.
Gotcha.
Make sure the dial on the right says man. You can manually change it, and then change it to 129.4.
Got it.
There we go. And then later when we take off, we're going to switch to TACCOM, and we'll switch the ARC 210, but instead of having to type in 26775, you can just flip it to preset instead of manual, and it will already be preset on channel 1, which is TACCOM. So that's how you can flip back and forth between A-10Cii, and because A-10Cii doesn't have a preset channel, so manually it's on A-10Cii, preset it's on TACCOM.
Beautiful.
Alright, so let's talk a little bit what we're going to do. So we're going to head out here. Looking at the map, if we fly directly north out of the airfield, do you see that F-16 right now called Magma Springfield 91?
Yeah.
Do you see right underneath him, he's flying by a triangle that says SA-3?
Yes, that's a SAM, yeah.
Yeah, that's a SAM site. Now, because most of the triangle is black, it means most of the SAM has already been taken out, and there's just leftover stuff there. We can use that as a practice range for us to take us probably just a couple trucks, maybe a technical that's just left there. We can fly towards that, practice doing some engagements on that, and then we'll move on to the front lines. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so alt click on that, and make a new waypoint for that, and we're going to insert that into our flight plan as the first point. And let me know when you're ready.
Give me just 1 second to put that in.
Sierra, oops. 37 Sierra, and then our elevation, or sorry, our grid is Bravo Sierra 25544 58974. Elevation 2264. Cool. And we will call that SA.3. Bang. Flight plan. Go up here, insert SA3 after the initial point. There we go. And now if we just check that here, that's right. Where is my IP though? My IP is gone. Huh? Oh, I renamed it. God damn it. Okay. Offset from target area 1. We're gonna go 240 for 015. Bang. We're gonna call it IP. I'm just gonna change the first one to call it IP9. And then if we go, this one is called IP1. Okay. Yes, we want that to be IP1.
So this might be a good time to ask this question. If I want to insert a waypoint, I've never really done that before, had to insert a waypoint like ahead of something. How would I go about that?
Yep, it's actually quite simple. So go to your flight plan manager. Flight plan page, menu, sorry, not manager, and then click into the flight plan, and you'll see init position, you'll see TA1, or target area, all that, right?
So click into flight plan manager. Yeah.
So basically open your flight plan.
Yeah, so I have like insert waypoint, all that stuff.
Yeah, so if you hit the insert waypoint button, it will, if you notice, the waypoints are kind of now in between numbers 1, 2, and 3. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So now what it's telling you is like, okay, so they've moved them all out the way, so you can insert a waypoint in those gaps between them. So whatever you just named that, if you named it, what did you name that endpoint we just talked about?
Waypoint 2.
Okay, so whatever you want to insert, type that in the text box so you see it pop up, and then just hit the buttons on the left to correspond with the gap that you want it to slot into.
Perfect, that worked.
There you go, so you got it?
Yep.
Alright, so it is well, I don't know how long it's going to be. It'll be probably not too long of a flight, maybe a 10-minute flight probably. It's about 40 miles out. Okay, cool. So what we'll do is here, we'll, if we're ready to go. Oh, there's a fucking MiG-23 that's just shown up. We're getting spiked. Do you hear the spikes in the RWR?
Yep.
Yep. That's okay. We'll just figure that out when we get a little closer to start taxiing here. We'll see if we can get someone to help us. But anyways, we're gonna take off. We're gonna taxi out. We're gonna take off. We're just gonna slowly head out there, and we're gonna just talk about how we actually use the systems. Now, with this MiG-23 here, that's one thing we gotta think about on Grayflag is that it's a live environment. There is enemy air, and we'll just see if we can get any support. Hey, Alpha. Welcome to the channel. Alright, stand by.
Sounds good.
Where is this? Let me actually go to AWACS here.
So the fast beeping that I'm hearing, is that meaning that the radar's just seeing him, I'm guessing?
It means he can see you in his radar. Like, he's not locking onto you, but he has you pinging on his radar. That means he's got nails, is what we call it. Or mud spike, is some people say. It's basically you're showing up now on his radar. He's aware where you are.
Gotcha.
That's gone for me.
You're just a little more away from me too.
1, Pig 2-1. Request bogey dope.
Once I'm getting his exact coordinates with the AWACS. Okay, one second, I'm just gonna ask on TACO for some support. If there's any cap down at Lattice Charlie and Delta, I just had a MiG-23 start pinging from the what looks to be the east or northeast, so we're getting enemy fighters incoming from the east of the Charlie and Delta. Flight of 2 A-10s would appreciate some cap out there. Thank you very much. Alright, cool. Alright, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Alright, make sure your lights are all set. Just taxi light on for now. Have your if your lights are set for nighttime, just be wary we're going into daytime now, so soon we'll have to switch them off. I'm gonna go ahead, if you haven't switched them off already, which I'm probably just gonna do now. Okay, and let's go ahead and taxi out.
Yep.
That's way too bright. King Hussein traffic, Vulture 1, flight of 2 A-10s is going to be taxiing from parking over to runway 31. King Hussein. Okay, alright, lights set to steady, nose wheel steering on, taxi light on, and 1 is rolling. Oh, and don't forget wheel chocks.
Good roll. feel like I'm gonna get wrecked on this server.
It's alright, we're gonna take it easy. I'll keep you away from danger. If a fighter comes in, just turn and run. Pop flares. Fly evasive.
Gotcha. I'm very excited, but I don't know if I'm gonna last long.
Don't worry, luckily we're on what is the coined template? You know what coin stands for?
No.
Counterinsurgency, so really fighting like terrorist groups that are a little bit more low tech. So initially when the server starts the new mission, there is a heavy amount of SAM threats as well as enemy fighters. As you sort of get rid of that in the early stages of the mission, the rest of it just becomes more low tech stuff. So we're kind of like 2 or 3 days into the campaign of this mission being restarted, so hopefully they've already whittled down quite a bit of the enemy fighters in SAM, so shouldn't be too many threats.
Nice. It's also my first time on a Syria map, and it is very nice.
Oh, sweet. Welcome to Syria. Alright, so we're just gonna do standard same things like we do on Nellis. Take off and all that, climb out, rejoin, and then we're just gonna climb we'll probably go to 15,000 here. And then we'll just cruise towards our first target. And on the way there, I'll talk you through some of the weapon systems, and we'll just do some basic weapon usage.
Yep.
Alright, you set?
I'm set.
Okay, make sure your lights go to landing lights, flaps are set down, takeoff trim has been pressed in, seat is armed, and over to the right, pitot heat on, lights are steady, and anti-collision lights coming on. One has green jet.
2 green jet.
King of Saint traffic, Vulture 1, the Flyer 2 A-10s taking up, lining up on runway 31. King of Saint. One's rolling.
2's roll.
Never know where the center is. I think it's the gap. Yeah, I think it's this line right here. Goddamn MiG-23.
That mix back.
Yep, and he's spiking us. Stand by. Alright, let's go ahead and take off. We'll not fly straight towards the enemy right now. We'll kind of fly west and flow north to kind of stay away from him and see if there's an F-16 that's nearby. See if you can come help us.
Sounds good, 2 set.
Alright, brakes on, run him up. Vulture 1 flight, King of Saint traffic, Vulture 1 flight is taking off runway 31, departing to the northwest. One's rolling. We're quite heavy with ammunition, so we probably won't rotate until about 145, 140 at least. Nose are steering, coming off.
2.
Airspeed's alive. Watching the airspeed, keeping center line.
We are definitely heavy. Holy, I'm slow.
Yep, this is a fully loaded A-10, so take your time. We got a lot of runway. Alright, 140, pull up. Good to go. Positive rate. Gear coming up. Flaps coming up. One is up and clean. One's up and clean. All this plan.
Two's up and quick.
Okay, I'm gonna hold. Alright, roger that. Holding 200, bearing 310 for the rejoin. Probably hook 2. Oh, can't hook him, okay. And yeah, go ahead and push over to my left here. And we'll just keep a close eye on that MiG-23, but it should be fine. Alright, and now we can, when you have a chance, switch your ARC 210 back to the preset, so channel 1 preset.
Two.
Magma Vulture 1.
Yeah, Magma, I see a bandit by Charlie.
Copy that. I was just about to ask. Thank you. We got a flight of 2 A-10s way south of you. We're going to start working towards you. I'd love some support.
I've got limited fuel and armament. I only have one AMRAM, but let me see what I can... Also, there's this damn SA-2 here that keeps lighting me up. We need to come back and bomb that shit. Bandit seems to have vanished straight.
Vulture 1 copies all. Well, whatever you can do to help, we'll appreciate it.
Yeah, we need an SA-2 dead here. I think there's 2 of them actually. I've been dodged like 5 of their missiles already.
Roger, just so you're aware, approximately 2 hour northeast here, we've got a MiG-23 that keeps spiking us. I don't know if you see him.
The moment, not. Look.
Copy. Alright, you saddled?
It's not on AWACS.
2 saddle left.
Alright, power's coming up. Continuing 310.
Getting mud from this SA-2. He
Okay,
launched Stinger.
does your jammer say
Stinger SA-2
SBY
Charlie,
air?
really need this guy dead.
Jammer, say what?
SBY air, standby air.
No.
Okay, no worries. You have your, obviously, jammer and everything turned on, right? In the bottom right.
Yeah.
Okay, hit the, underneath your fire handles.
I'm gonna go rearm refuel.
Copy.
Alright, you guys stop.
Underneath the fire handles, you know how it says, like, active, and it's got how many chaff and flare you have left? Your CMS, panel?
Yep.
The top left button on the jammer row, if you hit that, it will
think that's
change
the
standby
actually parked
between
next to our
AAA,
nasal site.
air, sound 1, sound 2.
Oh, gotcha, yeah, it does say standby air. I didn't know where to look, I guess.
Copy. Now on your flight stick, hold down, press down, and hold down your flares button, and then that should change to OPR. See if it does.
Yep.
Cool. Now that means if you click and hold, that's what we call music on. You'll learn about this, but basically what this means is the jammer is on now, so it'll help scramble enemy fighters in case they're trying to look for us.
Gotcha. I am a little bit slower than you, so I'm trying to keep up.
Okay, now come back on the throttle. Yeah, Magma, it looks like that MiG-23 should be the same line from us to you to your northeast, I think.
Yeah, I'm just not seeing it, and I'm really low on fuel, so
Roger that, good luck.
I'll be right back.
We'll try and fly safe.
I saw there's a Tomcat somewhere.
Yeah, I realize that's not us either, it's enemy Tomcat.
Let me do this. I'm gonna spin around and see if I catch him on radar.
Okay, if we fly towards the Patriot systems, should be okay. What's that bearing here? Just cheat a little bit here. 300.
Whoa, he's right under me.
Copy. Alright, break formation, just fly, get low. We'll rejoin in a minute, we got a guy on us. Break left. Arm on. Vulture 1 going defensive. We have him, but we don't see him.
Magic 2-1, Pig 2-1, request bogey dope.
I should have him in a sec. Got him. Lock. Lock 3. nailed his ass.
Solid. Solid. Thank you so much. But I still got a MiG-23 pinging.
Down. That guy was right under me.
I still got a MiG-23. Correction, it's F-14 now. Let's see if we can get F-14 head on here. Oh, is that him there?
No, completely dry and everything.
Who's that? Who's directly in front of us? That's friendly. Roger, visual on you. There's an F-14 to your north. I'm going to see if I can throw a aim-9 at it when it gets close.
It's a hostile F-14.
I don't think it's friendly. Alright.
This was a friendly F-14 before, but I
Set
don't see him.
Ramat David as a waypoint. Let's head over there.
I mean, if you anchor for a second over maybe King Hussein, I think it's got a hawk site there. I'll be back.
Yeah, we're gonna head over to Ramat because there's a Patriot site there as well, and just kind of wait there a little bit behind enemy friendly lines.
Yeah, I'll need it. Just it doesn't take long to rearm.
Copy. Thanks for the help. All right, got a little spicy there, but our friend helped us to shoot down this MiG-23.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm really low right now, so it's kind of cruising.
Cool. I'm at 10,000. If you just fly straight towards Ramat, we should be fine here. Ramat should be on your right there. Do you have it as a waypoint?
I do. I'm flowing back towards it. I'll start climbing back up to 10,000.
Copy that, and we'll just slowly kind of join up with each other here. And you can turn your jammer off again. Just same thing, click and hold down.
That MiG-23 was silent. Or my RWR was not picking him up if you had his radar on.
Well, I'm glad you got him.
Were you guys seeing him? Because I was not picking him up.
Yeah, we got nails off of him.
Okay. Well, he was not pointing at me then.
Okay, it's on the towers on the east southeast side of the runway. That's the runway. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking around with David. Okay. There we go. Now, I don't see any runways.
Alright, so you guys are anchored. Put in some coordinates for the
That's
SA-2
SA-2 on
site near
radius.
our NASM site. I think that's where it's launching from. This way when I come back, we'll wipe it out.
Which SA-2 site you talking about? Destroyed. I don't think it's a friendly F-14. Yeah, I don't think that's a friendly F-14 because we got no F-14s in the air right now, at least nearby. Is it him? Scratch that. We do have two F-14s way to the north. I don't know if my RWR is picking them up though.
We have a friendly. They're both friendly over the last gate.
Okay, whatever. Let's just get back to Ramat here.
Stuck to the moon. I think what we're doing. Tomcats. We got two A-10Cii that need cover. That's Bravo, Charlie.
Alright, go ahead and turn north now. You'll see there's a big lake over here directly north of you. I'm going to circle around that lake at 10,000.
Two.
Okay, so let's go. Let's say 3 sites. See if we can get locked on here. Cool. A little bit hard to see some of our systems here with the sun, but that's okay. Alright, so that's our SA-3 over there. Then we're going to deal with target area 1 and IP. So what we'll do here is, this is perfect actually. From here we'll flow this way, maybe to around the front lines, maybe around this area. And what we'll do is see if we can just throw a couple APKs in practice on the SA-3. And we'll come back. But we'll kind of just hold out here. Alright, so while you're flown over, go ahead and set your master arm switch to arm. Your laser arm to arm, so flick those two up.
What's up?
And then in your left MFD, actually, no, you're fine. On the right side of your panels, turn your anti-collision lights off.
Okay.
And position lights can go, actually, I'll teach you a trick here. We're turning our lights off so we don't get spotted, obviously, it's just good practice. You have the Warhog HOTAS, right?
Correct. Just turn the pinky switch off.
Yep, so pinky switch goes from aft to middle. And if you go to F2 menu, you should confirm that there's no lights on anywhere.
Correct.
Cool, alright, come and rejoin me. I can't see shit. But we're not really climbing there. Climbing a little bit because I put some throttle, but we're holding. And let's have a look. Do we see anything out here? I don't see shit. Okay. The S3 site looks empty to me. Okay, empty, fine. We're going to target area. There's our guy, there he is. I'm in a right hand turn at 10,400. Why don't you push up to 11,000 and just hit a right hand orbit here, 11,000.
2.
And we'll just say all right hand orbits are going to be at 30° bank. And keep it roughly 15,000 pounds of 1,500 pounds of fuel flow.
2.
Alright, so now we're set up. You are fenced in, which means your weapons and everything is good to go. Your lights are off. My fuel is at 6,300. What's your fuel at?
6,000. Yeah, about 6,300. It's moving into 6,200 right now.
Okay, good. So our fuel's good. Radios are all set. We're on TACOM. You and I on 3245. Okay, so we're all what we call fenced in, ready to basically go into combat now. So let's explain how the APKWS work. So basically they're Hydra rockets that have a laser head on them, essentially, the guidance, so they lock onto your laser. So do you have the laser code? If you look at your dismiss menu, DSMS menu on your left screen, you see in station 2 your APKWS is there and it's flashing between APKWS and 1688.
Where at again? Yeah.
So your dismiss menu where you can see all your weapons, and then on the station 2 in the bottom left you see it should be flashing, right?
It is, yeah.
What is that? I think I just see something. I did. Okay, if it's flashing 1688, it's telling you the laser code is 1688. So whatever it's, when you fire it, it's going to look for 1688 as a laser code. So now, do you have your TGP turned on?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so if you're looking at your TGP...
Looks like those Tomcats are heading south for you guys.
Affirm, I see that, thank you. At the top, do you see where it says control? Click control.
I'll be coming back with the to help you guys suppress.
This is Hammer 1-1, and Wyvern 1-1 heading south towards the AO.
Hammer 1-1, Wyvern 1-1, roger, this is Vulture 1, we're flight of 2 A-10s, we're just circling down here at Lattice Charlie right now, a little bit out of the way. We have MiG-23s show up, a Viper pilot has already splashed one, but there may be more out here, would request a cap over Charlie and Delta, thank you.
After that, we're inbound now, 6-7 minutes.
Vulture 1.
Okay, yeah, so I'm on the control menu.
Okay, so, what the hell is wrong with my... Okay. To hit control menu, you see on the left now, you've got L1688 and then LSS1688.
Correct.
Yeah, so L means what your laser's shooting, and LSS means what you're going to search for if you're ever looking for a laser code. So, as long as you're shooting 1688, the weapons that you fire, they're going to look for the same thing you're aiming at.
Gotcha.
Alright, so that's good, so that's set. Now you can hit that back to air, hit the return button up top, so that goes away, you just have it on air to ground.
Yep.
So, do you know how to fire the laser on the TGP?
So I did a training mission on it, like a single player training mission, but I don't remember exactly how.
Very easy, you just lock it onto a point. Do you know how to lock your TGP onto your steer point?
Oh, yeah, it's the China hat aft, correct?
Almost, yeah. So it's China hat forward long.
Okay, yeah.
If you do that now, set the target area. Our first point we're talking about, the because I think I just looked at the one I was looking at. I don't think I see anything there, but if you look for the Kanaker town, which I think was the first waypoint we talked about, set that as your main SPI first, and then hold China hat forward long.
Okay, so you said set the first waypoint as a SPI, which I did. It should be because it's set as my steer point, correct? Hat forward long, which I did, so it should be locked on there. How do I zoom in with it again?
Okay, so in order to just double check you are set to the right thing, if you look on your TAD, does it make sense if you look on the map where your steer point is?
Yeah, so my steer point right now is like, basically like west of me.
That's Ramat David.
Oh, yeah. So we need to set it to, hang on. Okay.
Here, easy, I'll walk you through it. It's really easy, right? Look up at your HUD in front of you. The bottom left corner of your HUD should say STPT. That tells you what your current SPI is on right now. Is it on a steer point? Is it on your TAD? Is it on your targeting pod? But right now it should say STPT, which means it's on a steer point, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Well, now hit the, select your HUD as your SOI. So, you know, up on the index finger, the throttle switch, I don't know what it's called.
Yep.
Now, if you use your DMS and cycle up and down, you'll see that it still says steer point, but on the right it'll say like Ramat David, you know, waypoint 1, whatever.
Yep.
Cool. Now, if you had pushed China hat forward long, do you see your TGP jumping around every time you switch steer points?
Correct, yeah.
Cool. So now you know your TGP is locked onto a steer point because your steer points are your SPI, and that's why you look up at your HUD and just check the bottom left. So set your steer point to that first waypoint.
Okay.
Now go over to your targeting pod, select your right MFD.
Gotcha.
Now on the bottom right, there's a number. It's a something something point something. What is it for you?
Yeah, so it's N as in November 33 02.094, and then east coordinates. Oh, do you want the L number or the coordinates?
Ah, okay, yeah, so I'm not looking at the I'm looking for the white numbers that are on the screen on the bottom right corner, bottom right side of the TGP, not the actual coordinates.
Oh, I see. Lima Mike 32.6.
Okay, 32.6, that number there is the distance from your targeting pod to whatever that is.
Gotcha.
So that's really your slant distance to the target. So roughly from us to the Caniker town. Let me see if I go on the map here. It should be okay, you have it set to the one waypoint. Okay, set it to the you have it set to the SA3 site, set it to the Caniker town, which is further north. I don't know which one you set that as your waypoint.
Yep, now it's Lima Mike 46.5.
There you go, that's right, cool. Yeah, so now if you wanted to fire a laser, what we do is you have to make sure that your targeting pod is set on that position. Otherwise, whenever you fly around or if you're trying to look at stuff, it's going to reset the targeting pod because it's not set on a spot on the Earth. So the way we do that is you select your targeting pod, and then you push forward short on TMS.
Okay.
What's changed on the targeting pod?
The crosshair got like smaller and more like defined.
Do you see the word area has now popped up?
Correct.
Okay, what that means now, if you see the word area, it means it is focused on that specific point in the world, like that area, and it will try to keep the targeting pod locked on that spot. And of course, if you do any crazy maneuvers, the targeting pod's going to have a hard time, and it might eventually say gimbal roll, which means it's rolled all over the place and the targeting pod can't keep tracking. But if you keep slow, steady movements, it should try to stay on that exact spot no matter what.
Gotcha. So if oh, this makes so much sense on how this works. So literally, like, we could go fly around, like, we could see something visually, I could mark it, and then just, like, lock to it.
Exactly. You see something, you bring your targeting pod on it, you tap TMS forward short, and now your targeting pod will stay on it.
That's so much easier to understand.
That's what I'm here for. Alright, now let's turn and fly towards that point. That should still be your set as your SPI. So I'm going to turn towards it. Come and join up on me.
2.
Alright, Vulture 1 flight of 2 A-10s is going to be headed towards Lattice Charlie to start working on the West Plains targets. I'm just gonna sharp right turn here all the way until I get lined up, and then I'm just gonna fly straight towards it at 10,000. And once you're saddled up, I'll show you how to throw a laser on a target.
2.
Coming back on the throttle so you can rejoin.
This is so sick.
Yeah, it's cool, right? Once you start figuring out how the A-10 works, there's so much you can do.
Yeah, definitely kind of neat, like, actually getting to, like doing more than, like, flying around it's trippy, it's an experience.
There's so much you haven't figured out yet still. Oh, hello. Okay. Possible man pads. It's good to know. All in the city. Lots of infantry. Okay, I'm holding about 200 knots.
And I'm like 2 miles from closing. I see the gimbal roll thing you were talking about.
Yeah, so if the gimbal roll things, it means it's rolled out of place. The way you reset it is you press standby on the top. That will make the targeting pod point straight forward. It'll unwind it and have it point straight back to default. And then you've got to do China hat forward long again to get it to go back to whatever your SPI is. You have to be careful because if you hadn't set SPI on wherever you were looking at before, it will go back to the last SPI.
Gotcha. Oops, wrong radio.
Okay, so now
SA2
Just-
appears active. Hunting him down.
just have your targeting pod set on any random point on the ground wherever you're looking at.
Sorry, you guys stepped on. What did you say?
So have your hold on. Do you have your radio set in different ears?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna help you with that. That's gonna be really important. Tab out to the SRS pop-up menu.
Give me like 1 second. I'm like just about to form up with you.
That's fine. Throw on autopilot right there. It's no big deal. 030 to 11,000 feet or 10,000, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm tapped out.
Okay, in the SRS menu, just go to settings.
Okay.
Now scroll right down, all the way down, and you'll see where it says audio channels. It'll be left, equal, and right.
Okay.
Bandit.
The radio, I'll just go
Over
backwards
Bravo
here.
Charlie.
Okay, radio 3 channel is our FM, our 3245. So if you turn that to the left or right, you can set it in your ear on one side.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Radio 2, that is the middle radio, which is the guard radio. So that, you know, you can have whichever ear. And then radio 1 is the ARC 210. However you want to organize it so you can understand who's talking when, you can set it so I always have you in one ear, and this guy's talking in a different ear.
SA2 Singer.
That's so helpful.
Alright, do you hear me and the other guy in different ears then?
Affirmative.
Alright, okay, so now you can go back into the game and we'll keep talking.
Sounds good. Trying to catch back up again.
Alright, so, yep, no worries. So now while our targeting pod is looking at the ground, if you press nose wheel steering button, do you see the L now starts flashing on your targeting pod screen?
Yep.
That means you're firing a laser right now. You press it again, it'll turn off. And you'll see in your HUD when you turn it on as well, there's also a flashing L on the left side of your HUD.
Yep,
The
I see it.
airfield.
Yep, so that's when we want to fire a laser to shoot those laser rockets. So when we shoot those laser rockets, you gotta make sure first your laser's on, and then it'll chase towards that laser.
Gotcha.
Vulture 1 has a MiG-25 on our RWR north east of Vulture 1's position over Lattice Charlie.
Damn harm missed.
This is Hammer 1-1. We're headed towards the MiG-20.
Alright, so what we're
Same.
gonna do is we're going to now fire some rockets at a target, right? So when you fire the rockets, what we need to do... Huh? It won't last. No way it'll be black ring.
You cut out. You there?
Sorry, my wife just walked in here. So what we need to do is we need to change so that our aircraft is ready in like a weapon mode. I don't remember the official terminology, but what you want to do is, you know, on your HOTAS, where your right index finger is, there's a little white button by itself on the front right.
Where at again? I'm sorry.
Right above your trigger finger on the right side, there's a white button.
Oh yeah, the master mode.
Yes, that's exactly what I was looking for, the master mode. So switch the master mode to CCIP. Actually, you know CCIP, so I don't know why I'm going through this, but yes, go to CCIP. Now, make your HUD your soy and left, right DMS and switch over to, you'll see it should say M282L, which is the laser rockets.
And it's turned high.
Alright, one sec. Right turn here, we're gonna head bearing 210.
Two.
Hard right turn, see if you can try and follow me. Ultra One's gonna break southeast until that guy's dealt with. I'm teaching my wingman here. I'm gonna maintain 10,000 and we're gonna head 210.
Going gate.
So how do you know what's the sound gonna be like if you get locked up on radar or locked up for somebody locked on you?
Oh, you'll know. It's like pretty obvious, you'll hear it.
All right, cool. Just making sure I need to know when to get the hell out of the way.
If you want, I can lock you up. Alright, yeah, so you always want to make sure that you're set to the APKs. So you're going to work basically in tandem between your HUD and your TGP. So you want your TGP set on wherever the target is. Right now, we're in our backs to the target, so TGP is not really showing anything. But we want to set
got
our...
shut down by friendly.
We want to set our TGP to be locked onto the target. You want it to make sure it still says area, so that the TGP stays on that spot. Then what you're going to do when you're ready to fly in, you're going to fly. Now you can't engage with the rockets until you're 6 miles out. So what you can do is look at the TGP in the bottom right corner and see that number and wait till that number gets close to 6 miles. Really, ideally, you want to fire at 5 miles out. So basically what we'll be end up doing is we find the target, cool, fly towards it straight and level. As we get, you know, 6 miles or so, start diving down towards the target, double check that you're within 5 miles, and then on CCIP you'll see the ring, kind of looks like the gun circle. Same thing, and when you're ready to fire, first hit nose wheel steerings to turn on the laser, check the lasers on, and then you can fire off a rocket. It's the same button as the bomb release. And you just fire off a rocket, keep the laser on, and now you can turn away. The only thing you gotta remember is don't turn away too harshly where your TGP can't stay on it.
I'm gonna loiter this position. Let me know if you guys get anything else or spikes.
Copy, thank you.
So where does it say on the HUD? Which one? Like you're on the APKs?
So hit the master mode. Are you on CCIP?
Firm.
On the bottom left, you see where it says man rel.
Oh, yep.
Underneath that, because man rel is manual release, and underneath that is the name of the weapon. So here for us it says M282 Lima. That is the APKWS.
Oh, got you. Mine says 151 Lima. I hope I grabbed the right ones.
Oh, that's okay. You got the HE version instead of the MPP versions. It's fine. It's still, if as long as it says Lima, it means laser guided.
Gotcha.
Alright, I'm making a right turn here, headed back 030.
So, I'm about like 2-ish miles behind you, so.
Yep, I've gone idle throttle, sharp right turn, so you should start closing onto me and you can just line up with me. Oh. I did quite a sharp turn, so I just come back around here. Alright, Vulture 1 flight, we're going to start headed towards the west plains, start engaging targets. We'll call out if we get spiked on anything. Thank you. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just look for some targets on the TGP while we're doing a slow cruise towards there, because we're still 32 miles out. We got a little bit of time. So set your TGP as soy and just use the switch here to just look around and see if you can find anything.
Okay.
I prefer to use white hot, black hot to spot things, but with the city it might be really hard to spot some stuff.
How do you zoom with it again?
DMS up and down. I don't see anything. Wow. The dude right there. You know how to lock on to SB?
Yeah, I think so.
Either using the TAD or your heads up. Probably gonna be easier for the TAD. If you go to the TAD, switch to the user cursor and just you should see my speed. It's a blue line now, and I've got it displayed up there. It should be a wedding cake symbol. Okay, move the cursor over it, press TMS up forward once to set it, and then up again forward long to set it as your speed.
Okay.
And then now, if that set as speed, China hat forward long for your TGP on it. Tell me what you see.
Yeah, so it didn't change anything for me.
Okay, so you didn't set it as the steer point then, that's fine, we'll try and fix that. So again, on your TAD, you might have to switch your TAD mode to EXP1. That's just by China hat forward long, forward short once.
Okay.
And then now when you scroll with the cursor, it should scroll the whole map. And now just zoom in to the map, and zoom in as far as you can, and you should see the difference between the waypoint and my speed.
Gotcha. And then TMS up short.
I'm sorry, my speed was on the wrong thing. Go ahead and set the speed again. You know, I've switched my speed over. Yeah, TMS up along to set it.
I'm doing. Oh, I see it just below it. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, so you gotta zoom right in. It's just below it. And then once you got that, then China hat forward long. Make sure to keep an eye on where you're flying and keep flying in the airplane, number one, before you do anything else. Don't get too sucked into the TAD and the TGP. Example, where am I right now?
Yeah, good question. I was looking down.
Yes, be very careful. One bad habit when we start using these things is to have our head down the entire time. You should always be down and up, down and up, down and up. Should be mostly up, maybe 30-40% down. Did you have me hooked before on your hammocks?
I think I forgot to do that, I'm not gonna lie.
That's okay. I'm on your left. Back left a bit. Same elevation, altitude.
I have visual.
Okay. Slow right down. Keep your heading slow all the way down. I'm gonna come cut in front of you. Okay, do you have your targeting pod slewed on my speed while we're talking here?
I believe so. It's on like a road. It looks like there's something in there. How do I switch it to the narrow view again?
Just forward, trying to have forward short once.
Oh, yep. I see. There's like a truck with like a Dishka or something on it.
Solid. Okay, so now make sure that you have TMS forward short once, so that's on area mode.
Sorry?
Okay, so if that's good now, what we're going to do, if your master mode is set to the 151Ls, we're going to fly towards that. We're going to go straight towards that thing right now. And then when we get, like we said, about 7 to 6 miles, we're going to dive towards it, turn on our laser with nose wheel steering button, and then we're going to release the rocket, and we're going to pull away gently. So we'll pull away to the left gently, and then still making sure we're not going to fly over the target. We're still doing like a turn, maybe like a 90-degree turn away, keeping so that give the targeting pod a chance to actually stay left on, and then we wait for it to impact.
Copy.
Wherever your crosshair on the TGP is pointed is where the rocket's going to go. So set it at the wheelbase of one of the vehicles, fly towards it, and then engage.
How do I move my map out of EXP mode again?
Just tap China hat forward short once and then twice and to get all the way out of the mode.
Alright.
Get yourself lined up, fly straight and level. Once you get within, you should be able to dive towards it now. You should see the ring in your HUD. As long as you get roughly in where your TGP is, it should be the spot. Engage, and then turn the laser on. Vulture 1 is engaging with APKs on lattice Charlie. Pop flares, pop flares, pop flares. Pop flares and get out. Fly southwest as fast as you can, stay low, continue to pop flares.
Yep.
Alright, hit your nose wheel steering, you can turn your nose wheel steering off, your laser off, you hit it. Good hit on the targets, now get the fuck out of there. Just keep tapping your flare button forward every now and again, just to keep getting the lasers out. Good job. You just fired your first laser guided rocket and you hit the target. No. No, Liquid, no. No, Liquid.
Warning, autopilot.
I'm very dead. Holy shit.
Damn it. I thought we made it out.
I wonder if I hit him.
Yeah, you did. You took him out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you took him out on the way out. You got hit on the way out.
Damn it.
I got MiG-29 on the RWR northeast of Vulture 1, unknown distance.
Roger that, Vulture. Currently inbound on those targets.
How do I
Engage.
spectate?
Here. My stream is up if you want to watch the stream on YouTube. It's on the Wall of Fame channel.
Your stream's not up for me.
Wall of Fame?
Oh,
YouTube stream.
bet.
Getting spiked by this, I don't know if it's the SA-2 or the MiG-29s, but I'm going to be egressing to the west.
I found out about the locked on sound.
Yeah, you hear it now, yeah?
Yeah.
Did they lock on before you fired or after you fired?
After.
Okay, yeah, so it's tough because we don't know, obviously they're there until they fire. Okay, we're flying fucking fast. Okay, so I'm just gonna get out of here. Alright, you went down somewhere like the Caniker. That's okay. Actually, I'm gonna stream on Discord so that you can get instant feedback because it's a stream. Discord will work. There you go.
Alright, so the A-10 gets really sick whenever you start shooting shit. I found out just now.
Yeah, welcome
Even though
to
I died
the
immediately.
welcome to the A-10. Alright, so I'm having trouble here because this damn SA-2 site up here at Meza is going to be a real pain. What I'm going to do
What
now...
shot me? Was it the...
manpads. They're manpads. Missiles were coming out of the town and cities and all around. So...
Okay.
It's
That's
okay.
just like dudes with launchers, yeah?
Yeah, then they're annoying, so... what I'm going to do is... I'm going to fly north here. Try and fire a maverick shot at this SA-2 if I can find it. Let's do that. 1,000 feet. Whoa, we're stalling. That's why you don't stare at one thing for too long.
Yeah.
Alright, let's gain some speed here. We're going to do a right turn north. Ultra 1 is going to try to throw a maverick at that SA-2 site, maybe hit out the radar. Okay, so let's fly north here. Probably... I'll climb a little bit.
So, how much different does it get whenever you're firing like Mavericks and shit like that?
1 second.
Just...
Say again for Vulture 1.
Vulture 1 Voodoo, you got a approximate location on that SA-2 over?
From Voodoo, the SA-2 site, it should be the one at Meza, which is a little bit behind the enemy front lines here. In the town of, or the city of Damascus.
Roger, you got a 2-ship Viper on station with 8 by harms between the two of us. I'm gonna try and get rid of that.
Roger that, I'll save my Maverick then. See if you can hit it, let me know.
Yeah, we're on program 5, trying to build a profile on the Samwise now.
Ultra 1 copies. Alright, so our guy's gonna go deal with that. I'm not gonna bother to deal with that. I'm just gonna keep climbing here.
The SA-2 is currently firing on me, so you can find him.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is the manpads, we want to be over 12,000 feet out of their range, but we weren't just now because I was teaching you stuff and I didn't want to complicate it. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sure I climb to like 15,000. I'll do a right-hand turn, 15,000 feet. That way I'll know for sure, even if the elevation is a little bit higher than normal, 15,000 should be out of their range.
Gotcha.
So I'm just going to keep climbing here, keep climbing. I mean, you can also, by the way, you can just spawn in and come join me if you want to keep flying.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so why don't you watch the stream while you respawn there, same spot. I'm just going to do a climbing spiral up to 15 and then fly towards that thing.
Attack on Voodoo 1 Magnum SA-2 Mesa.
Let me know if you hit him. I want to plaster the fuck with the cluster bomb. Shot at me like a dozen times.
Don't think anyone's flying low enough for it to be a factor, but be advised the front line has quite a bit of manpads at Lattice Charlie.
Hammer 1-1 is RTB, rearming refuel.
Thanks for the help, Hammer. Okay, it's good here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just aim back towards the area. Still do a climb because I get out of their range. Can't see in the damn sun, but it's okay.
You're targeting the one at the airfield, but there's SA2s to the east as well. There's a lot. There's like 3 or 4 of them.
As we fly towards it, let's look on our TGP for something to shoot at. What is this signature? Oh, that is something fun. Okay, we're gonna engage that. Set that as my soy. I am at 14,000 feet now. Should be fine. Gonna fly level. Set my Maverick here.
Okay, looks like you got a hit. I'm gonna finish it off.
No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. Oh.
Do I do the LD bombs or the HT bombs for the Mark 82s?
1 second. Ultra 1-1 rifle, that is Charlie. Come on, come on. Nope, nope, not that. Not that either. What? What? There we go. Alright, fired a Maverick at that guy. Keep an eye on the targeting pod here. Weather's rolling in.
Room Magnum SA2 far past Damascus.
Oh, nice. Shack. And secondary explosions.
Room Magnum search radar.
Warning, autopilot.
Sorry, say again? You were saying?
Yeah. I was asking, should I be bringing the Mark 82? Should I be bringing the ones that are LD or HD? Air balloon ones, the 500-pound GP
Probably
bombs.
not the air balloons ones. But regulars. That's gonna be hard to do unguided stuff because of all the threats.
Honestly, how much more complicated is it to do the guided stuff?
GBU 38s are, I mean, same as what you just did. Put the target on, put a laser, drop it roughly in the same spot, you know, with a CCIP, and then turn on the laser.
I'll just bring the GBU 38s in.
Bring the GBU 12s.
Okay.
So bring 2 of those. Actually, I'll show you an example on the stream now. I can find something to hit.
So just bring GBU 12s in?
Yeah, bring 2 GBU 12s.
Okay.
This damn city is too freaking busy.
Should I bring these Mavericks or no?
Nah, don't worry right now, because that's another whole thing to learn.
Gotcha. I have a lot of open slots, so I could probably bring more
Yeah,
rockets.
yeah, yeah. Because these manpads will be hiding in and among all these buildings. It's quite dangerous to fly over them.
I'm trying to get fired up as quickly as I can here.
No problem. I'm gonna try and do a GBU drop for you here so you can watch me do one example. Can't seem to find any targets. West. Top.
How do I turn the brightness up on my hammocks?
Select the hammocks and then DMS up and down.
Gotcha. Oh, I'm so dumb, I knew that.
It's okay. Alright, there's supposed to be something here. I don't see shit. Okay. I'm just gonna pick a target, try and drop a bomb on it, and I'll walk through the steps I do to drop bombs. And see if you can just follow along.
Okay.
Attack on Voodoo 1 prosecuted MiG at Signal. Mud to Spike.
A-10Cii site at Meze Airfield's been hit, plastered with cluster bombs. I got 2 bandits. $18,000, $20,000.
Yep, defend it.
Oh, come on, A-10, stop masking yourself.
Attack on Voodoo, my number 2 just got shot down. Requesting support, Signal, 2-ship bandit.
This is Magma on the way. About 35 miles up. Looks like maybe one went down.
Are you the one at 8 yeah, I got one big.
Roger, I got the other one.
Alright, Voodoo supporting.
So I can't see much, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly over at a higher altitude so I'm out of range of manpads.
Yeah.
I'm just going to see if I can see anything while I'm up there. I'm pinged by something. I think it's friendly.
Got him locked up, going gay.
Roger.
Whoa, he launched.
Yeah, you got missile on you. Voodoo's shooter.
Early launch. He launched before I launched.
Voodoo Fox, right?
Right, breaking off.
There's a manpad, motherfucker. So you see that guy there?
Yeah.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him locked on. I'm going to set that to area. I'm going to choose my HUD and switch to the APKs, or I could just press it here. Laser code set. Alright, I'm going to turn and dive towards him. We are 5.8 miles out, so we're fine. I'm just going to go ahead and choose laser on now. Idle throttle just to get down a bit. Engine on. Laser on. Fire. See you later. Climb back up as fast as I can because I don't want to be in range.
Did you get him?
Now I'm gonna just do a left turn here. Should be out of range. Put it on my pod here. Maybe put it at his feet so he really blows up. Hopefully the tree doesn't get in the way. Check upstairs. Dead. Turn off my laser. Come back down through the clouds. Stay at probably 14 to be good. And that's how you do it. Look at the guy, turn on the laser, fire the weapon at the laser.
Easy peasy.
Alright, so set altitude, hold here. And now we'll look for some more target. And the same thing for the GBU-12s. Look at it, laser on. Now the only thing with GBU-12s, you don't fire the laser on right away like you do with the APKs. APKs go much faster, so when they're tracking a laser, even though they lose energy, they're still going to hit towards it. With bombs, if they're going to continuously try to like adjust their position mid-air while they're trying to follow the laser, they lose all their energy really early. So what you want to do is you want to throw the bomb at that location with CCIP and wait till 10 seconds before, which if you look here, this right here, that is the time to impact. So when that gets down to 10, then you turn on your laser, and then the last little bit, it can get more accurate with its laser.
So where does the time to impact? It's
underneath the distance.
Okay.
See mine? Do you see what mine says? 35 seconds.
Yep.
Yep. So I'll try one now. Let me get down low here. Switch to GPU pulse. Should be good here. So 13,000. Now we just need to look at the area here. Fine, there was a couple manpads that were firing out here. And then I'll drop a GBU-12 for you to see, and then I'm probably gonna go land. Come on, targeting pod, get on there. Alright, cool. So, let's have a look. Oops. Can we find more infantry? Or bigger targets? Oh, what's this? Nothing, just cars. Like spotting a needle in the haystack. A lot of cars. I don't really throw me off here with these cars. Wait, don't see anything. So just wait. Have you taken off yet?
I'm getting ready to taxi right now.
Cool. Oh no.
Ultra 1 taxiing active. I'm not sure the taxi was. Oh well.
Yep, you don't have to say anything. Texans active is fine. There's the targets. Okay, so watch this. Perfect. Good for a bomb. Alright, so I'm gonna put a target bomb on the guy in the back.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna make sure that's my speed. That's set. I'm gonna set GBU-12, which I have. I'm gonna fly towards him now, since I'm already pointed at him.
Hammer 1-1 is back up, heading towards the AO.
Alright, now we're gonna fly towards them. I can see it's my hammock, sorry. Towards it, then I'm gonna dive at it. DCI, TIP. There we go. Oh, they're driving away, motherfucker! Don't drive away. Okay, I think I need to get a little closer.
How do you quickly set your speed from the targeting pod?
Push forward on the. Oh, this is really dangerous, but I'm gonna try this. All right, here we go. Here it comes. See the ring?
Yep.
And press, release, turn on the laser. Where's the guy gone? Where the hell is he gone? There he is. Try and hold the laser on it if I can. Oh. Okay, they heard me as they came in. Well, in that case, I was way too shallow and I had to keep going steeper and steeper and steeper. So next time what I'll do is I'll fly really head over them, but they can see it's like they're reacting to me as I fly over. I'm actually not going to use a bomb, I'm going to use APK and fire from a further distance away. I didn't get shot at.
Ultra 1 lining up an active, taking for a west departure.
I didn't get shot at, so I think I actually might have taken out the manpad that was there. Alright, where are you at? Okay. A climbing turn, and I'm just going to fire another APK at the target. Okay. Are you able to watch, or are you taking off?
I'm taking off right now.
Okay. Ultra 1 engaging technicals, lattice Charlie, APKWS. See that?
Yep.
So now I'm gonna go over and find the other guy. Now you know how I said one was area?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see how it says point for me now?
Yep.
So if you tap it forward once, TMS forward goes area, tap it again, it goes point, or INR, because right now I can't see it. Point is basically what it'll do is it'll take a kind of picture of the area, and anything that moves in the crosshairs, it will try to follow that thing that moves.
Gotcha.
So that's really good for moving targets, which is what I'm going to do now, because these guys keep trying to run away. Good. This brightness up. Okay, dive on these guys again, same thing. Alright, so turn towards this guy. Alright, it says point, that's good. Where is it? There it is. Turn down towards it. Okay, lined up. Laser's on. Point is on. Fire. Ultra One, pistol, KWS. Last Charlie. And pull away. Keep the laser on. Not through an aggressive pull. And bye bye. Bye bye. There we go.
There it is.
That makes sense? That process?
Yep, pretty easy.
Okay, so now I'm going to just go and set altitude hold here. Just orbit it down here. Get by anything. It is low. Alright, cool. So now what I'll do is just scan for more targets and do the same thing, rinse and repeat. And that's how you use the A-10.
So sick. I'm like 40 miles away right now, so I'll be there one day.
Yep, no worries. Let's get eyes on this town and see if I can bomb something else. Engaged. Engaged. Be more. Still. Back picture.
Magic 2-1, Pig 2-1, request bogey dope.
I don't see anything else. Alright, I don't see anything. Let's go ahead and head to target area. Let's see if we can find any hot spots. There's a technical. Let's put a bomb on him. Alright, I'm gonna show you how to do a straight and level drop. Oh, missile. See smoke in the air. Hope you're okay. What I'm doing in my master mode, I set CCRP. Now you see that there's that line that goes down, that vertical line here. You can't see it now. Yeah. Switch to GV12s here. Let's flip it around. Okay, all the way around here. This could actually come from a different angle because I can't see the target here. Is that a man pad hiding? Oh, I think it is. Oh no, it's a dead man pad. Okay. 12,000. Oh, nice. I think earlier your APKWS killed 2 man pads.
Huge.
Yeah, awesome. That was great. That's why I'm not getting shot at anymore, because you killed 2 of them, I killed 1 of them. Okay, so I'm looking here. That technical is east to west, I think, so we're going to come in that as well. As we get away from the building here. And what I'm going to do is, because I'm CCRP, the computer will tell me when to release so that the bomb drops right on target, and I don't even have to point at it, I just fly over it.
Gotcha.
So I'm at CCRP. That green dot is my target. Just make sure this is set here. So again, I want to make sure my thing is set to SPI. I know exactly where it is, and the computer knows where I want to drop. Now I just turn towards it. Now if we set CCRP, see how there's a line?
Yep.
I want that line to be in the center of my reticle, so a little bit right a little more. Okay. No, do you see at the top there's a timer that's counting down? 18, 17, 16?
Yep.
So really I can put it into autopilot here, so just wait. When it gets to 5 seconds, I'm going to click and hold the release button and just hold it down. Here it comes. I want the dot to go through the middle, holding it down, holding it down, holding it down, holding it down. That just released by itself. And then now, I can look here, 18 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, alright, 10 seconds, laser on, lasing to guide it directly onto the truck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, goodbye.
That's sick.
And that's CCRP, easy as hell. Let's go gun some guys and finish it off. Okay, that's how we blow shit up. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm not getting fired at by any man pads. I'm gonna do an orbit over the city. I ain't scared of you.
I'm just about back now.
Wait.
Is that something right there? What the fuck? So what's usually like a safe distance to kind of chill at?
At least 10. 10 to 15 is fine.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna chill here directly overhead, see if I can find any targets. Shit.
Warning, autopilot.
Oh my god.
Pull up, pull up.
Motherfucker. You see that? Do you see what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Pump and
dove,
shot or two.
fired a bunch of flares, and I managed to actually, after he fired at me, I knew he had a reload time, so I immediately looked for where the smoke was, turned and put my nose right on the smoke, and tried to put my TGP on it to mark the spot. Now I hope I should have gotten the target now. I'm gonna go fuck it up. Fuck fired at me. Well, there's a BRDM. That's not what it fired at me though. Where it was from up here.
Finding targets is definitely challenging.
Yeah, I mean, and also this is oh, that's a tank. That's a AAA gun. Okay, that's a new threat that I gotta think about.
I'm also anchored like 15 miles outside.
Yeah, especially with a city. When it's a city, you can't see shit.
Attack on good flight caution, make Angels 4 hot towards Kalaka base. Over.
Where the hell did that guy just fire at me from? I swore it was from here. Oh, hello. What the hell are you doing here? Motherfucker. That's dangerous.
Really?
That's an
Well,
SA something.
No,
He's moving.
so-
Alright, moving target. That's a GBU-12. Switch to GBU-CCRP. GBU-12. Am I on a GBU-12s? Oh, I am. Okay, well, you're getting a Maverick then. Or if you want to go through buildings, that's okay too.
Did I try to drop a GBU-12 on it?
You want to? Yeah, sure. Are you nearby?
Could you mark it?
Yep, here. Let me be on.
Magic 2, 1, Colt 1, 3, request picture.
Well, let me get around
Looking
here.
right now. Yeah.
One sec. Okay, speed is up. Capture it, push your targeting sensors to it. Let me know if you see it.
1 second. Alright. So one more time on how to, on the TAD, how to
Back
make
on
your
2,
speed
1-1, ray gun.
max speed.
Okay, so zoom in. You go, I mean, EXP1's probably easiest. Go to that spot.
It's
TMS up long. Alright, CMS up short.
We do phosphate.
There we go. Alright, I got it.
Oh yeah, so you have to hook it with short first, and then press up long to make it your SPI.
And I can go over here.
And then China hat long forward long, and you should snap to it.
And see if I see it.
Okay, he's down. Special on bandit, take 21.
I don't see it. He might be through a building for me though.
I'm hit. Fuck. Well, I can't help you now. I gotta go.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm just gonna guns at it and I gotta go anyways. I'm gonna try and throw some guns at it, but he's all yours.
Sounds good.
Pull up, pull up.
Oh, I have lost all my systems. Oh, okay.
Pull up,
Oh,
pull
shit.
up.
No, I didn't shoot anything. I lost all my systems.
Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude.
Chink, chink, chink. Oh, I'm getting shot at like fuck. Oh, engines. Lost left engine, right engine only. We're putting her down. Going down. Right. Back off here.
Altitude, altitude.
Okay, I'm gonna try and put her down. Flaps coming down. Gears coming down. I've lost all systems. Gear down. I mean, gears are down. Take my gears down. So they're not down. Land it. Land it. Oh.
Rip.
Too bad. Let's mess around.
See if I can kill this thing, I guess.
Yep, so remember go CCRP if you want to just fly over it.
And it's the GBU-12.
Yep, master mode. CCRP, swipe to GBU-12. Same thing, you just want to line up that line. So you want to turn towards the target, line the line up.
And where does it count down again at? Just on the machine?
On the bottom right of your TGP.
Yep, I see.
Okay, so turn towards the target. Make sure then the line will appear. If the line doesn't appear because you're not pointed at the target, target should be on your
I'm
front.
pointed out right now.
Okay.
Oh, I see him, okay.
Are you? You're aiming for something different, I think. For me, the target was in the town to your
It's
left.
definitely there.
Okay, you're engaging something else. That's fine. Just go for it. Whatever.
Okay. Sounds good.
There's a target closer to you on your left here, the town. Okay, so is your line lined up with your circle?
It is, yeah.
Cool. How far? Your distance to the target?
Distance.
Bottom right of your TGP. Just look at the number of TGP.
7.5.
Okay, yeah, you're looking at a different target then. It's okay.
It looks like a tank or something.
That's fine. Just engage it. Make sure you're above 12,000.
Area L.
Okay, you're flying past enemy territories into a deeper enemy territory. So once you drop this bomb here, you're gonna turn back around, pop some flares, stay high. You've got these high that can help.
It's counting up.
Don't worry about the count right now. Just fly towards it. Don't worry about that right now because you haven't released it, so that doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
Now, looking at your HUD, at the top of your HUD is a little small circle. Next to it will be a number. See the number start counting down?
Yep.
Once it gets down to once it gets down to 5 seconds, click and hold it.
Fuck, I fucked it up.
Okay. That's right.
Again.
What'd you fuck up?
I hit the wrong button. I'm retarded.
What did you need? You could just could have kept going and just hit release. What button did you hit?
I accidentally clicked the master mode.
Okay, just tap it a couple more.
I got excited.
That's okay.
Fuck.
Oh, missile, yeah, you bank right hard and just flare. You need to flare.
I am.
No, you're putting chafe out. You're putting chafe. Press forward on it. There you go. Press it down. There you go. There you go. You're fine. I'm watching you. You're getting shot at. Just keep erratic movements. Don't fly straight line. Do S turns and roll and don't fly in the same direction the whole way. Head south as fast as you can. Or south, yeah. Southwest. So 180, 200. Cool. I'll head out. You're good. That's fine. Or you're just across friendly lines now, but you still have enemies off to your right. So you want to just keep flying south and get out of there.
I'm coming back to that fucking tank. I want it to work this time.
Okay, yeah, you're flying too deep into enemy territory. You're going for something that's way deeper than it you need to. There's stuff way closer that you should be hitting. You're flying over a bunch of enemy just to hit that one guy.
I see.
So if you can, you need to identify. How can I help you here? Okay. Do you see on your right wing, behind your right wing? Actually, you just have to do it yourself here. Look at the F10 map. You see the town of Canaker to your right?
Yeah.
The southern tip of it. See how there's that roundabout road?
Yeah.
Go northeast, follow that road northeast to where there's the first T-junction.
Okay.
And then there, and then up as well, then you got the big intersection.
Alright, hang on. So the little roundabout, like, it turns off to, like, the west.
No, so there's a roundabout on the southern tip of the town of Canaker. It goes northwest and northeast in a Y shape.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, northeast, you're following northeast up that road. It's somewhere up there. So if you can figure out how to get your sensors onto that, you can identify. You can fly over there and get your sensors onto that. Look for that roundabout and then go northeast if you can. Or put in the coordinates if you have time to just circle and put in the coordinates.
How do I move my speed back to the initial waypoint?
So look at your HUD.
Uh-huh.
And then press TMS down to set it back to steer point. You see it says steer point?
Yeah.
Bottom left of your HUD?
No.
Bottom left of your HUD, it should say steer point.
There we go.
Okay, and then just cycle them. And then push your TGP back onto that. Alright, I really need to go to bed. Good luck with that though. See if you can drop some bombs.
Yep, for sure.